today's video session. You can see how to configure and how to create virtual machine instance using Amazon Web Services. Let's begin. These are our prerequisites. We must have a AWS account, and second prerequisite is basic understanding of what EC2 is, Amazon service for running virtual servers in the cloud. Example, you just need to understand the basic purpose of virtual machine instance while you are provisioning, how Amazon Web Services works. So you have a basic idea about the Amazon Web Services. We move to the next step. Here you can see step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So we have a 12 step. So we need to follow every step, and then you can see how to create virtual machine instance using Amazon Web Services. First step is sign into the AWS Management Console using your AWS credential. We need to type AWS portal here into the Google web browser or any web browser which you prefer. Just click on Amazon Web Services. Need to sign in using AWS credential. Remember one thing, before proceeding to the step 1, you must have a prerequisite needs to be followed. Without provision your AWS account, you don't have any user ID and password to log in the AWS. So here we need to enter our root email address to log in. Next, enter your password. Then need to enter your MFA code. You can get MFA code using any of your authenticator app which is present in your phone. So first time while you are creating your AWS account, on that time you have option to set up a MFA with your phone, and once you set up MFA, multi-factor authentication for your account, so whenever you log in AWS account, you just need to go to your phone, click on authenticator app and your AWS account like Amazon Web Services, Just click on it. There is a 16-digit MFA code is there. You just need to capture that and enter here. So you can successfully log into the Amazon Web Services account. So as you can see, step 1 we completed. Now we move to the step 2. Navigate to EC2 dashboard. In the AWS Management Console, find the EC2 service. You can search for EC2 in search bar at the top and select it. You can search or you can see I recently visited, so it's showing here. So just need to click on EC2. So once I click on EC2, it launches with all the provision instance. I meant to say I already provisioned instance. If you are already using the AWS account and you have a multiple instance already configured on it, and in that time you can find the EC2 feature on the your recent search. So simply click on EC2, then you can see all these your mm, pre-provisioned instance. So this is our just test account. So before this video, I just create this account and set up everything. So that's one of the reason it show into the recent search. I try to clear out every instructions and every discussion in this video. I don't want to miss anything because if some viewers are new to learn the AWS platform, then might be some understanding gap or like some confusion while we are doing and these steps to provision the VM instance. So I try to put every basic point and share that justification with you so everyone can understand. And still, if you feel some point I am not cleared and you want more justification on it or you have a query on it, you can simple comment it below my video. So I can try to clear your doubts and queries. So basically, it's not taking too much time. It might be my internet connectivity speed. It's okay. So here we are. You can see the AC2 dashboard. So our step 2 it's completed successfully. Parallelly, we are moved to the step 3 launch instance. So on the EC2 dashboard, click launch instance button. This will take you to a page where you configured your instance. So here you can see the launch instance. So I'm going to click on launch instance. You can see the launch instance. After click launch instance, this form is opened. So we move to the step 4. Choose an Amazon machine image, AMI. You will be prompted to select Amazon machine image, which is template that contain the operating system and the software configuration. So here I want to uh, clear one thing. Like if you created any template, like in your organization, you have created some templates as per your department. Like you have a development team, you have quality team, you have a human resource team, HR team, you have operations team, and you decide what configurations, virtual machine or AVD they need to use. So that time we can create a template as per a particular department and using that security policies and everything will be set up in that image, and we just simply select that image and we can provision a new VM and assign a new VM instance and assign it to them. So step 4 explain that template format, but as we are into the primary and basic step into the learning, so we create new VM instance using any Windows OS. So here I am going to put the our virtual machine name, virtual machine instance name, AWS test VM. Okay, then we need to select which operating system we required. So I select Windows one, and Windows which operating system we want to provision. So I would say mm, we choose Windows Server 2022 base. Okay. Then here in the step 5, you can see choose the instance type. Select the instance type. The instance type define the hardware, CPU, RAM, etc. For free tiers users, we can use the T2 micro where one CPU and 1 GB RAM is available. So as we all know, this is our basic learning video, and we try to explain you here how to provision the VM. So again, I move my cursor to outside of this page. You can see launch instance. After click the launch instance, I am repeating everything here. After click a launch instance, we need to put the VM instance name here. Then we choose the Windows operating system. Then now we need to specify the instance type. So as I explain here in step 5, you can select whatever you want the another sizes. So this is our test VM. So I choosing the free tier one. So T2, I choose the T2 micro with 1 GB RAM and one CPU, one processor. Then move to the next step. We need to put key pair name for login AWS VM instance. So you need to click on create new key pair, AWS test, create key pair. My key pair is downloaded to my system, local system. Then here we need to set up a network setting. In step 6, you can see the most of the option as default as per that standard step, but we put the key pair. We don't put the as default. We created the new pair because you must need to understand to log in the virtual machine instance. Uh, you must have to create a key pair to log in. That's recommended by AWS and me as well. Then we move to the next step. Here you can see the network setting. So here you can specify the public IP address. If you are if you wish to using this VM instance into your current network infrastructure architecture, you can specify your current IP subnet using this network setting. If I click on edit, you can able to assign the multiple subnets. I put it default one right now, but you can specify the subnet and create new subnet. If you want public IP to access your virtual machine, you can just put it enable so dynamically that public IP assigned to your virtual machine to access your virtual machine using RDP protocol. And here you can see the security group's name that is in mentioned in our 8 states. So I explain here prior to that because this comes under the network setting. So I just try to explain that whole network setting form. So you can create here the network security group, which is mentioned, and you can see in this step 8 next to configure the security group. So security groups is basically if you want to route a traffic or like internet traffic allow to particular source and between the particular source and destination. So you can create the network security group and you can apply that. Like if you don't wish a full internet access to that particular VM and only the particular services and internet traffic needs to be route from specified source IP address and destination IP address by using network security group, you can achieve that. Here you can see if you wish to create a network security group, then you can add here the type which inbound security group you wish to configure, like which port or protocol you want. So if you select the RDP, you just specify the protocol TCP, then you need to put the port number, source type from where that IP address can access. You can specify that source. That means you can customize, or you can simply click on my IP. It takes your system IP. Like I'm preparing this video using my laptop, so if I choose the my IP, it's directly pick up my laptop IP address, and whenever I'm trying to access from using only my laptop that I can get that virtual machine instance access using RDP from my laptop only, not any other device. So these are the network security rules does, and these are the basic objective which I shared with you, like to allow the specific traffic with the specific the source and destination using specific protocol and port. Here in below side you can see the configure the storage. You can see the step 7 add a storage. You can configure the storage elastic block storage attached to your instance. By default, an 8 GB general purpose GP2 or root volume is created for Linux AMI for free tier, but we can increase the size using add additional volume. As you know, we chosen that Windows image. So if you want, we can attach the additional storage using the configure storage option, and simply after choosing this, you can add the new value. So by using this, we can configure the uh, additional storage to our virtual machine instance into the AWS. So right now we don't have any requirement, so I keep as is, like default setting, and move to the next one. So summarize how many instance, it's asking how many instance we are configure in summary. So one, the what is operating system we chosen, that Windows Server 2022, right? And what instance type, like CPU and RAM. So what VM instance size we taken, that T2 micro is free tier. And firewall network security group, we chosen the default network security group. I already explained in this video what is the purpose to create a network security group, and why we need to use that and apply to your instance. Move to the next. Here you can see the storage volume. We have one storage volume with the 30 GB. Right. So simply after all this, our basic prerequisite is cleared. So we follow all these steps. Step 9, configure a security group. We already seen into this form and I already explained this. Review and launch also completed inside the summary. Step 11, choose a key pair, that also we created and downloaded using this feature. We already created this one, and though we already downloaded that key. Then step 11 is completed. Step 12 is also, oh, so step 12 saying that we need to connect. So first we need to launch click on a launch instance. Right now, after clicking this, our instance started provisioning on the AWS. So we're going to click on launch instance, launch. So you can see successfully initiated launch of instance. You can see here. To see the status, we need to click on this. You can see our VM instance is running and it's created successfully. To connect, we just need to click on this VM instance like we are following the step 12. Click on connect. We want to connect using RDB client, so we choose an RDB client, download remote desktop file, download it, then double click on RDB file, click on connect, then here you need to click on get password. Here we need to upload that key, upload private key which we created while processing VM, open, decrypt password. Here you can get the password, copy this, paste, and click on OK. Yes, you can see that we can successfully log into the virtual machine instance which we provisioned on AWS platform. You can see host name, our instance size, everything which we chosen while creating the instance. So we log into the our VM instance successfully. I am going to shut down this VM. So we are done to launching the EC2 instance on AWS.